Guys, we are looking at two posts from the course EB1A Profile Building a Research Strategy Program, Do It Yourself, based out of New York City. So, this document is about the blueprint for a mid-tier publication strategy, how to select the best mid-tier journal. So, when you are from the industry and you have a limitation of time, you would publish your work. Most of the time this work is regarding tech stuff like cloud services or AI comparison or some implementation or some fine-tuning of some models or the review of the latest packages like a comparison of latest machine learning models or like explainability or like GPU based calculation, different stuff. So these papers are different from pure theoretical research papers. So the goal here is to go for a mid to high tier journal, not the very top journal, which are more for hardcore research. This is about mid tier journal strategy, which is focused toward getting citations and review opportunities. So we decided that we would publish 70-80% of our paper in mid tier journal and 20% in the top journals in the Scopus. In this document, I am mostly focused on the mid-tier journal. So the first foundation is you should build up all of your online account, all of your research accounts like ORCID, Scopus account, and do a citation analysis and see if whatever you published can be picked there or not, because you might be able to send it for a review. So ORCID account and Scopus account, Web of Science Scopus account, would help you get started to see what your current profile look like, which papers show up there, what are your citations. Also, you could get some idea about how to move things ahead. Then we have tool setup. So reference management, I'm using Zotero with a Chrome plugin. And for paper writing, we are using Overleaf Text Studio, which is to program in LaTeX, and we are using Git for sharing the code. And we use IEEE as a default template. Why do we do this and not WordTurk? Is because we can use generative AI tools, we can use charting tools, we can organize the references properly, because you cannot do 100 references in a Word document. You have to use these tools. If you're writing a big paper, say a 50-page single column APA or a 20-page IEEE double column, you need these tools to organize the references, to auto-increment the table numbers, to auto-increment the figures, to cite the figures, and to expand those papers as well after you write one, because we'll first go for preprint and then we will go for the journal for the same thing. So we need these tools. And then we have Anaconda Notebook for the Python chart. So this is phase one for the first 3 months. Then we have paper development. We want to write big review papers. We want to cite a lot of references, and something different from pure research paper is we will cite more of industry reports. We would cite more of manuals, white papers, and our mix would be like 50% industry and 50% research, because if it's a pure research paper, then they generally cite only other research papers. They don't cite much of the industry report. Our paper is more geared toward industry, so it's going to be a little different from the research styled methodology for research papers. Then we will have charts. Our goal is to have at least 5-6 charts. We can draw all of them using Gen AI tools in Matplotlib. And then we run a Turnitin in AI check and a plagiarism check. And we prefer to submit text, bib. If it's a doc file, we have videos to convert them. So there are different journals. I don't endorse these journals. These are anything that came to my mind and I wrote. So IJAR is a good journal. You can check out its DOI. It's a valid DOI. It's indexed in a fair amount of places, not indexed in Scopus. But it's a fair journal. The other two are not recommended. That would be a last resort. So the other two are more on the low tier journal. IJAR is more on the mid tier journal. We'll also publish our preprints in SSRN or Tech Archive as needed. And then once the paper is published, we would boost it by uploading it on ResearchGate personal website, by uploading it on academia. And we'll also upload our code and notebook and our data on GitHub, so that if somebody reads our paper, they can go to the GitHub and get the source. By doing all of this, we open avenues for more citation, reuse of our work. It also helps us to get expert eval letter when we have a good GitHub account. We can also talk about our GitHub account, that it was being used, read, or cloned, or downloaded. So with this strategy, once the phase 1 is over, so I would say that phase 1 is 3 months, this is 6 months, so this is around 9 months. You can expect around 3 to 5 citation per paper. If you do it, if you do everything right, then in a year or maybe 15 months, you can expect 3 to 5 citation per month for your very high impact paper, and maybe 1 to 2 citation or 3 citation per month. So in this way, you can reach around 100 citation in 18 to 24 months. There is no quick fix for that, because those would be organic citations, and it would be distributed by different professors and different geographies. So that is one. I have another article for citation strategy, more discussing about why citation matters and citation strategy boost, and it is the same. So you can check out these two versions as well. I'm creating different versions for the same idea, so that it becomes easy for you to understand. So this was more about blueprint for mid-tier strategy for citation.